Good morning, class. Class, what we have did, like there's something left in that packages. One command we have to discuss. So first we'll see that command and then we'll move forward. Okay. Then we'll move to some next topic. Chitra, if possible, you can unmute your mic and then we'll discuss your doubt, if possible.
In yesterday's session, when you had not created the com and example folders, you had compiled and executed the code to show us the error. So,
Yeah.
sir, when I did the same, but in execution time, I had not put the I had put the extension .java with
Okay.
the file name and executed it. It showed the required output. Hello world from command prompt. So, sir, why it is that without extension we are getting the error which you showed yesterday, and with extension we are getting the output?
Okay, let me try the same thing. Let me try the same thing. Okay. Wait, I also share my screen. Okay. So I try to do same. Okay. I am on that folder. I have to move to one more folder, that is section R. Okay. Then I have to move to project package. See, if I'll say dir, here I have filed that com. So like
Sir,
from where
when
you,
sir I had executed this when I had not created the com and example folders.
okay, no issues, no issues. So cd com slash example. Okay, this is the thing. Here
No,
I
sir.
have two. Yes, here I have two files. I am not going to the base directory. I am not going to the
Okay,
base
sir.
directory. So I'll try to compile the demo package. Okay. dot java. See, I have compiled this file and now I want to execute, and while executing, I am executing demo package. I should write dot class or dot java
Yes,
here.
sir. Dot Java.
Okay, like what happens in here, what it's doing, it's looking for this particular class over here, dot java class. Okay, and when we look for the class file, when we look for the class file, it will look for the complete path name of that file. That's why it's not executing with the class file. And what we have discussed this thing, uh, that whenever we want to execute the file, we'll execute it with the class name. Okay, we'll execute it with the class name. We do not execute it with the dot java file name. Okay, we like in the past, all the example what we have executed it with the class name. So whenever we want to execute it with the class name and with package, so what happens, the class will known by its complete, the fully qualified name. So that's why we have to supply the fully qualified name. But that fully qualified name is only valid from the base directory, that's the reason.
Okay.
Okay, so we haven't we like, I never let you know that this thing, that you can write the java class over here and it will execute. Okay, so
Yes,
that's
sir.
the thing, we always supply the class name, and that's the right way to execute the code. That is the right way to execute the code. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so now we are on the same thing, like I am moving back to that project package. Okay, to that project package. Okay, so like yesterday what we did, we have created the directory structure. Okay, so in the last class, like today what we are going to do, we'll let the java compiler to create that structure for us, so I am moving back from this project package directory also. Okay, see, I am moving back from, Pradyuman, like it's not necessary to do the execution on CMD. Like why I am discussing this same way on CMD is reason being that you will understand the only the packages have the problem, that packages have a different way of execution. Okay, so that's why, like it's not normal as usually the chitra has come with that, the like when I am executing the dot java file, it's not it's executing. When I am executing the dot class file, it's look for the complete extension. So that's the thing, there are different procedure involved with package. They, like yesterday we have seen one, today we are going to see another. That's why for this particular thing, it's better if you go with the id cmd as well. Okay, or else if you are doing on id, then no issues. So guys, I am creating a new project, mkdir. I am writing is project package 1. Okay, so now I am moving to this particular directory, project package 1. Okay, like I have made a spelling mistake, so I am not going to correct this right now. I am happy with that. I am starting the notepad. I am not creating any directory structure. I am writing demo package dot java. Okay, I am writing the same code. Okay, wait for a minute. Okay, so I am writing the same code. I am giving the package com dot example. Okay, then I am declaring the class name public class demo package. So I'm creating a main method, public static void main string args. Okay, system.out.println, and then putting hello from cmd. So I have closed the main method, I have closed the class. Okay, I'm saving the code. If there's, I'm just checking the code for any mistake if there's any. Okay, so we are done with this particular code. Okay, what I can do now, I can CLS the screen, and what I can do now, I can compile this particular code. Okay, the usual compilation command is javac space file name dot java. If I do so, it will not create the project structure, it will not create the corresponding directory structure. Okay, it will not create the corresponding directory structure. So we need that directory structure to get the file, to let the import works. Okay, so java c hyphen d. Okay, this command accepts java c space hyphen d space. Now which directory, which is your output folder, okay. So we are sitting in the base directory, the project package one. Okay, is this current directory is our output folder? If that's the case, output folder means where your .class file should be stored. Okay, if this directory is our output folder, I should supply a dot. Okay, that represent the current directory, and then I will supply the file name. Okay, to compile. See, I am supplied the dot, I am supplying the file name, and before that what we'll do, we will go to this particular thing, the folder where we have created this. See, in this particular folder, wait, so there's no structure available. Okay, demo package.java is saved, there's no structure, there's no com.example. See, while I'll go and execute this command, what happens? Okay, see, com.example, and here you'll got your class file. Okay, Chitra, the dot in this execution, dot in this command represent the directory at which you want to put the output. See, Java C, instead of dot, I am writing out slash production. Okay. So I have created one with dot. Dot represent the current directory in which I am executing the command. That is project package one is the current directory where I am executing the command. Okay, is my that output directory. Okay, see, now out production com example. Okay, out production com example. So in this case, if I try to execute, I have to move to the that particular base folder. Okay, that particular base folder, I have missed writing one thing also. So we have to make, I have missed writing the project name in between the structure, that out production project name, and from there that directory I can execute it. Okay, so in this way, the compiler is creating the structure for you. Either you can use the current directory or you can use some other directory, or you can use some other directory where you want to like if you want, wait, if you want to change this thing, please confirm, do you want to change this particular thing? You are not been able to see private. Okay, save. I have saved the code. Wait, now I am moving to cmd. Okay, I am again what doing, I am again doing the execution and looking for the dot class file. Demo package to error modifier private not allowed here. You cannot use private modifier over there. Okay, so when we'll talk about private modifier, you can have the private modifier something like this: private class demo. See, like this is the inner class, this is the inner class. Okay, so you can use the private modifier over here. Okay, and from here we'll create a public modifier. Okay, so this is the inner class where you can use. Okay, so now I have told you that the private public modifier is only available with top level class. Top level class means a class which is present outside any other class. Okay, not inside. And the inner classes are those who present inside. Okay, class. So please try that command java c -d also for your directory, for creating your code and creating the compiler create the directory structure for you. Okay, so guys, that's about package. What I am going to do now, like wait for a minute. Class, I am looking for some question like will not be able to find where I have stored those questions to practice the packages. Okay. So wait for a minute. There's something left in that packages PPT. We'll discuss that about the import statement. Okay. So class, here we have left this slide. Like now we know how to declare the package and include a class in the package. So we'll see the import statement. So importing the package, import statement allows the importing of package. We have already seen the import statement. Library package are automatically imported irrespective of the location of compiling and executing program. So library packages are included. Which library? Java.lang library is automatically included in your program. Okay. Apart from that, nothing is included. You have to what? Import it. Okay. Java runtime environment looks at two places for user created package. Okay. So where it look for under the current working directory, which we have seen. Okay. When we execute the program, it look for the packages under the current working directory. Okay. And at the location specified by the class path environment variable, what you can do when we have configured the Java on our machine, at that time what we can do at that particular time, if we have defined the class path variable also, then all your dot class file will be saved at that particular location. And at that location, what happens? At that particular location, what happens? Like the compiler will look for the packages, the custom packages you have defined. Okay. The most ideal location for compiling, executing is a program is immediately above the package structure. Okay. Immediately above the package structure. We have seen this. Like from the base directory, if we are executing it, we will most probably get the output, and our execution is done by giving the complete file name. Okay. See, the same example, we have declared an package. Okay. So both the names suggest the directory mypackage.mypack A. Then we have created a class demo A, and then there's we'll have a constructor of that class. Whenever an object is created, this particular statement is going to execute. Okay. So this is a simple example. This is the same example, a different class name, a different package. So see, what we have done over here, we have created object. We have already seen this thing. To create object, to get any class accessible in your code, we have imported that thing. We have imported that particular class with the complete package structure. Okay. So we have, like in this example, I have created the objects. Okay. Like before packages, I want to go with the simple class and object, but I thought it will be better for you guys to understand the package first, then move on to class object. Okay. So the two classes are saved in different package location. This main executable class is at a different location. Okay. So what we have created the object to access those class, we have to import those class. Okay. So moving forward, like packaging with id is easy, but with notepad how to do this? Okay, id, everything is done by id. We do not have to move to that command prompt, or we'll have to go to some execution folder. Okay, this is not the case with that id. Okay, packages means directory, so we have to create all directories and place each file in their respective directory. Okay, one way, either we do so, that will be good, we will have a good project structure, we will have a good project structure. And if we do not have that, if we do not have that structure, we have not created that, then what we can do, then what we can do, guys? Like if we have not created the structure, if we have not, like the on the screen you will be able to see packages mean directory, so we have to create all directories and place each file in their respective directory. If we are not doing so, if I am not doing so, then what could I do? How could I do? Thank you, Pratham. By using the -d command. By using the -d command, we can create that directories. Okay, you can create that directories. Okay. So kindly look at into your screen. Please answer that. I have submitted, I have opened a poll. Kindly answer that. Let me check how many of you have answered that particular question. It's 2 minutes 30 seconds and only 26 responses I have received from the 49 attendees. So I think this is going to be the case throughout the session. No issues, no issues with that. Okay, class. So like I am ending this poll. We'll give you 2 minutes, okay, 2 to 3 minutes, okay, for the next poll. Be careful in answering that. If you even try, you can write the code and check what will happen, okay? Please. Pradyuman will tell the answer of the first four while this poll is going to end, okay? Or wait for a minute, I will tell you the answer. The answer is 3 for the first question. You cannot import that class. You cannot import any class that is kept in the default package. You cannot import the class that is kept in the default package, okay? So class, can anyone open the mic and what he is thinking about this particular question, what he have made the answer and why? Can anyone explain his particular answer? Okay, class, like I will, like, it's better if we'll what, if we'll practice, if we'll see. So is my screen is visible to you guys? I'm starting the last project which we have created in the last class. Just waiting for it to complete because I have just started my IntelliJ. What can happen? Okay. So the package is visible, but the class is not visible. So you can import the package, but you will not be able to reuse the class. Okay. And still, what happens? You can import and reuse that class. No, you cannot import. If I am talking about the particular class, you cannot import a class which is declared as default, which is declared as default. Okay, so you cannot import that particular class. Okay, but still you can import everything from that packet expecting this class. Okay, I'll show you by the hands-on. That's why I ask you to perform an hands-on. Okay, just waiting for this IntelliJ, like yeah, last night I have closed this particular project as well as the IntelliJ. So see, like, waiting for the indexing to complete. Whenever there's a window update, IntelliJ will take much time to open. Okay, I hope it's open, it's responding. See, a class which is defined in com.example. So I am defining a new class. See, I am defining a new class over here in the com.example. New Java class. Okay. And I am writing the class name task pool. Okay. A new class will be created and I am removing the public from it. Okay, I am removing the public from it. Okay, if the public is not there, then the class will be defined in as default. Now what I am doing, I am going to this demo package. I am going to this demo package. Okay, I am going to this demo package and I am writing a main method. I am writing a main method in this. Okay, and in the main method what I'll do, I try to add that file com, or I'll try to see import directly. I am importing that file, import which com dot example dot c. It's not giving me that particular class name, it's only giving me demo.package. It's not giving me that particular class. Okay, so you cannot import a class which is defined or declared as default class, so means the default class is only accessible within the package. Okay, see how I am in the example, I am sitting in the demo package. Okay, if I go to this particular class, I am not been able to see the task pool. So I go to demo package. See, if here I want to add that, access that class, see, task pool is visible. Why? Because it is in the same package. The default access provided to the class, that means it's only accessible within the package in which it is declared. So this particular task pool is only accessible within the example package, not outside that package, because the demo package is available inside the example package. So I will be able to reuse this class. So class, that's all for the packages. From the next class, we will discuss classes and object. And while discussing classes and object, we'll go in a faster mode. Okay. So I am ending this poll. The answer is you cannot import. Okay. Reusability की बात तभी आती है जब आप हो सकते हैं Yes, Pratham, task poll is part of com.example package. No, I have used the package keyword. Like, wait, this is the task poll class, the package is defined. See, this is the definition of that particular class. So guys, I am ending the poll and ending this session as well. Thank you. We'll see you in the next session. We'll see you in the next session. And there what we are going to do, well, there we're going to discuss the classes and object, okay? Like Pradyuman, what you want me to import? Where? For example, com example.demo package. Here I do not need to import. Here I do not need to import. In this webodivan.demo package, here divan.demo package, I am trying to import. Okay, I am trying to import all the classes. Okay, see, only one class is visible. Okay, I have stopped the screen sharing. Sorry. So guys, that's all. We'll see you in the next meeting. Okay, there we'll discuss a topic that is classes and object. We'll discuss about the constructor, the different classes. Okay, thank you.